Okay, this is David Lee Bahart, and we're in Canada. Are we going to London, Canada, or are we going away from it?
Going to it.
We're going to London, Canada. We're in London, Canada. I used to come here and for family reunions back in the day when my family used to be close. And we had a wonderful show last night. We had a wonderful, talented comedian show us around. Give him a wonderful hand. He also bought me the dinner. He was a vegetarian, but he got me. I think he got me a veggie burger like he had, and he got me a veggie croutons, a gravy that doesn't have any animal fat in it, and it was great. Anyway, we are stuck between a whole bunch of football trucks, and they are really scary, wary. We're surrounded by 3 big, huge monster trucks. That's why I want Jonah to drive as slow as he can. Some of them have 3 wheels. It's like being surrounded by huge bears, and you're just a tiny mouse. It is scary, wary. It says the road is reduced and closed ahead. So, Jonah, drive careful.
Okay.
This is anyway. Canada's beautiful, and I'm at a time close to fall, and I see beautiful pine trees. It brings back beautiful memories when I used to go fishing with my dad in Canada, when I used to go up here for family reunions. And then my favorite puppet show was The Friendly Giant, and I was visiting one of the churches, and I was lucky to have him as a Sunday school teacher. He taught with Jerome Giraffe and Rusty the Chicken. I know if you're from Canada, you probably remember those. That was a puppet show that lasted from the 50s all the way until the 80s. It's just like Mr. Rogers died, he passed on. But anyway, I want to thank all you fans in Canada. You were warm, supported, and it's a labor of love coming to Canada and renting a car for something like $14,000 or $2,000. It's very. Jonah didn't bring his own car. We rented a car first, so we are stuck between a hard rock and a stone with all these trucks. I mean, it's like skyscrapers of trucks, and we're a small car. And wow. Anyway, I love the beautiful pine trees. I love the kind, friendly people here. Oh my God, the road is going to get even smaller. Oh, geez, Louise, this road we're losing one of the lanes, and it's bumper to bumper traffic. It's really scary, wary. They're pointing to go one way. So Jonah, please drive careful so we can get there. And good, the traffic is moving. Oh, wow. Jeez Louise. It is, we got a big truck ahead of us. I just, I'm a very liberal person, and I was on a weed show, and I love all people, no matter what they're into. Being biracial, African American, facing racism all my life, I'm not. I don't believe in pointing the finger, because when I was growing up, I had a lot of elderly, middle-aged people that were fault finders. They never could find any good in me. They just, I don't like this about you. I don't like that about you, and there was nothing I could do to please them. And I used to be in the service, so you're taught to do things to perfection and to do things to people. But they're just, after I did one thing, they find another fault and another fault. Please still drive careful, because it is, even though it's moving, you still need to drive careful with all these trucks. Anyway, we're going to London. Where did we just come from?
Well, we played in Hamilton.
We played in Hamilton.
We stayed in, I forget what it's called.
Oh, now he forgets where we stayed. Well, anyway, we stayed in Hamilton. They used to have an interurban electric train that ran from Hamilton to London, and they had secondhand used cars from the Milwaukee Electric, and it was a fast interurban. It ran all over Milwaukee, and they had some of the cars from the old Chicago North Shore and Milwaukee Railroad, and that railroad just disappeared in thin air and became a part of Canadian National, and they just run freight back and forth now. But I thought it was interesting the way they converted the Milwaukee Electric cars that ran with a trolley pole to just running with a pantograph, 2 pantographs on the top. They did some of the North Shore cars together. And then they had some old cars that had arched windows from the 1900s. And they had bought practically all the Paula cars from the old Milwaukee Electric that ran on, I think it was called the Canadian, London, and Ontario Railroad, and it was ran by overhead wire. I mean, I'm amazed. This is quite a distance that this train, when it was in operation, used to run. Now the track's just used for freight. It looks like there's been a strong conspiracy to stamp out the electric interurbans. I know they sure could use it today because it was a fast, efficient electric train. Well, I wonder if any of those cars were preserved at any museums. I want to know if we had time to stop at a museum. I'd like to call a hobby shop. I don't look like I'm gonna have time to do anything. I've been so booked up with interviews. I didn't have time to spit. Yesterday, I had interviews on top of interviews. Then a guy had me to come and do stand-up comedy before I did my show. And then I did my show, and I was just dead tired. And then I had to do the meet and greet to meet my fans. So, I mean, I was going like an ever-ready battery. If I didn't study metaphysics, Christian Science, I wouldn't have been able to endure so much, you know. And I don't do like most television stars or rock musicians. They take drugs to be able to extend their energy to do more. I just get high on God and metaphysics and prayer, and and that's about it. You know, it's elbow hardworking, just prayer and pure prayer. I don't. Somebody got. Oh my God, go slow, Jonah. This is really scary. But anyway, it's good to be in Canada. I see they have cornfields in Canada like Illinois. And I love the beautiful pine trees. They have these beautiful ponderosa pines. My family, in front of my dad's house, used to have beautiful ponderosa pines from Canada planted in front of the building. Someone took the pine trees. Someone, I don't know who it is, they were beautiful ponderosa pines. Someone, when we filmed I Love David, dug up all the beautiful flowers that were around my parents' home. My dad was a landscaper, and we used to have beautiful gardens and beautiful bushes and plants. Oh, wow. So I'm supposed to do a movie when I get there. That's a 4-hour movie, a 3-hour movie. It's a Long John giraffe acting. What's happening?
Nothing.
Well, be careful, Jonah. This is scary, wary. Well, I want to focus on praying while he drives, so I want to thank you for watching the David Liebehart episode of, what do we call this episode, the show?
Adventures with David.
Adventures with David Liebehart. You pray, no matter what church you go to, pray that we have a safe trip back and forth. And I can get home safe so I can give you more energies of my acting, music, and songwriting. Much love to you, and puppeteering. Much love to you. Thank you very much. Bye. Oh my God. Please drive careful. These trucks.
I'm driving as careful as I can.
Oh boy, these trucks are everywhere. The words are everywhere. like to go inside of them because I want to find out where their main phone number is. If you can find out what their main phone number is, because this is the second time I've been to Canada with you that they didn't give me what I paid for in the bag. Here you are again, Tim. What is their rate?
We should promote a boycott on Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Tim Hortons are terrible. I'm gonna tell them I ordered the 2 sausage sandwiches, and this guy didn't put nothing in the bag, and I told him about it, and that guy lied to me and says, "Oh, I got to take care of my he was covering up and saying that you wanted me back every 10 minutes when he really wanted to meet with his wife to take care of the cat. He lied to me.
Dirty liar.
Yeah, and I don't, and then he told me something behind your back. Well, I could make more money if you dumped Jonah Motion. He was cutthroat too. I'd let you know he was cutthroat. And I says, I can't be disloyal to someone that has helped me out with my thing. Oh, be careful of the bus.
I'm careful.
I think he's moving over. He was cutthroat too. I don't like that. I kind of like, and then he had a stinky place, and his wife was cheating on him with that girl next door. It was a big mess. And then the dog, there was hard dog dookie inside that blanket. And I had to sit outside. I had to wash myself from it. It's terrible.
Sounds like a true story.
Just park right here. Just let me urinate.
Just one.
I'm going to have to go to the bathroom no matter what, any way you slice it.
I know, but let's just find the guys.
Well, once you call them and tell them I need to go to the bathroom.
They can show you to the bathroom. And then I can leave.
Well, just call them, stop the car, and call them until
they're right.
Jesus. I got to get this shit out of me.
You went 25 minutes ago.
Well, you don't want me to go again. You said you would let me go to the bathroom whenever I need to so we could get along.
Yeah.
Can
you wait 30 more seconds, please?
You can tell them I'm inside the restaurant there.
All right, fine. Bye. Have fun.
Okay,
are you going to want your bag or anything?
Yes.
Why don't you take it with you then?
Why don't you buy... If you can get some foot spray for me, I'd appreciate it.
All right.
All right?
I'll try.
Foot spray and put a little Q-tips in the thing for me. And what else do I need? Maybe I should take that bottle, get it filled up with water. Can you fill up my bottle with water? Water you didn't drink out of.
Okay.